Hi, good morning, students. So, in today's class, let me brief you some of the things that you had a doubt. It means some of the students they kept on asking some of the doubts either from the poem or even grammar also. So, by the time, what we have done is we have made things carefully crafted to you all, but still let us evaluate factors individually. Okay? So now, dear students, let me talk to you about Romeo and Juliet. So already the poem is been completed because some of the students they had a doubt that how come Romeo meet Rosalind when he was in love with Juliet. So dear all, here it's a drama, and in the meantime, after certain acts or scenes, after the completion of certain acts and scenes, Romeo and Juliet are going to meet. Till then, they have not met. So, in the background, what they have given is Romeo and Juliet, they are not telling that they met in the very first scene and in the very first act. No. So, they have given the little background of this Romeo and Juliet. So, as they belonged to the two royal families, that is Montagues and Capulets, and they were the sworn enemies. They did not tolerate one another. Top of that, if at all if they want to, or if they are going to have a friendship or love, so still it will not be tolerated. So in the beginning, little bit of the gist of the drama is given there. These two people belong to the rival families, and one more character is added, that is Rosalind. So now let me brief you by saying, see, if at all, if we are going to have a film based on any concept or topic, so it will not be like a single thing, or only one thing will not be often showed. So there are different kinds of things. It means you will be having comedy, you will be having tragedy, some songs will be there, some appreciating things will be there, so all these kind of things. So you may get confused, why am I adding all these things? So yes, of course it is in relation. Likewise the drama also. Here the drama is different and the topic given is also same, it is not different, but how it is linked. In the beginning, when this old Lord Capulet hosted a grand supper, he invited all the royals except the enemy family. But this Romeo went in disguise to attend that supper, not that to meet Juliet, rather to meet Rosalind, as he had friendship with Rosalind. He went in disguise because he belonged to the enemy family. If at all if he is going to get exposed, so there he may be caught with that intention. So when at that time when he sees Juliet dancing on the dance floor, he is fascinated by her beauty and stands stagnant, appreciating her appearance. So now, dear students, you may have a confusion also, some they had, by saying when he was in love with Rosalind, what made him to proceed to Juliet, right? So of course the doubt is going to arise. It is quite natural and common also. So now let me tell you, in some of the acts, it is not been stated that he was in love with Rosalind. So now, dear students, see, friendship is something different. It is eternal. Also, love is eternal, no doubt. But the feelings towards friendship and the feelings towards love has variation. Then again, infatuation is something different. But here, as long as he met Rosalind, he did not have any kind of love or something, the feelings towards like love or nothing like that. But when he love at first sight, we can say, so he had a feeling of love towards Juliet, which he expresses in the last but one or two lines by saying that, why am I appreciating her so much? Is it love? He questions himself. And then he says, yes, I swear, this is love. So now let us here little stop the topic and let us have our individual thinking, that some they may already have asked critically that what made this Romeo to have friendship with Rosalind and what made him to have love with Juliet. So of course some critical things can arise. Critically it can be told by saying that, say yes, it is natural, and when he is having a friendship also it could be converted into love. Then what makes him to proceed to Juliet? So it can be told. But see, students, for everything to happen in life, whatsoever it may be, so the thing is that things will be having a reason. That things will be having a reason. So everything cannot be measured by something. It has some reasons, and that reasons will make people to go forward. So you don't spoil your head by thinking that what made him to go with Rosalind as well as with Juliet. So now, dear cool students, here we are to discuss only about that how these lovers had their tragic end. So of course they died, but here what they are doing is their intensity of love is shown in that. So what he says, I will read out some lines here to you clearly. So what he has penned here about Romeo and Juliet, it is immortal in history of English literature. Perhaps Romeo and Juliet became model lovers for all the upcoming lovers. So this is one concept. Here the poem describes the intensity of love of Romeo as well as Juliet. So any proof? Of course, there is a great proof. See, Juliet, while expressing her love towards, it means when she wants to meet Romeo, restlessly she'll be waiting for his arrival. There she says that, so if Romeo is not going to come, anyhow she is going to die. Whatsoever is going to happen of her is let it go. But that even Romeo is not going to be alive. He is going to die. So when he is going to die, his soul must be transformed into a bright star that is to be spilled on the face of the heaven, that is sky. So from this we can make out how the intensity of love they had towards one another. So now the background of the story is that here we are going to meet the two noble families in Verona, that is in Italy. They were the Capulets and the Montagues. Then Romeo belonged to the Montagues and Juliet to the Capulets. So, as already been stated, that old Lord Capulet hosted a grand supper where he invited all the dignitaries except this family. So, there, in order to meet Rosalind, this Romeo goes in disguise. But he sees Juliet on the dance floor and is attracted by her marvelous beauty. And spellbound, mesmerized with her beauty, and start appreciating her appearance. That is, the way how she looked, the way she was dancing, the way how the earth is being bestowed by tapping her foot on the earth. Juliet is saying that, "O earth, you are being blessed because you are experiencing her, whereas I." So that some of the it shows, those words shows the intensity of love as well as expressing their deep gratitude towards one another. And now Juliet also expressed her intense love through many metaphors. Then she called him a day and night and whiter than snow. She called him a day and night means she did not call. It is written by the author. But what the author uses here is that he has made the contrast, that is the day and night. What makes them to have day and night? As they belong to the rival families, hence they were not able to meet one another properly. What they did, they used to meet at night. So she says some of the words there, gentle night, loving night, because night has become day to them. So only she says like that. Her immense and intense love is brought out by her statements that after her death, he should be cut into small little stars that glitter in the night sky. So dear, concentrate on this line, that he must be cut into small little stars. So immediate, when the line is read, some they take it for granted that Juliet is expecting that Romeo must be cut. Who has to cut? Is it love? Is it love? That when she is going to say how rude the lover is, she is saying that he has to be cut into pieces and it must be spilled onto the face of the earth, so that all the people are going to see. No dear, not like that. I already told you. So the way, how the poetry is being taught and how it is written, how it is simplified and how it is metaphorized, because poetries are not written in the manner, because it is told by one of the English poets that poetry means best word in best order. Keats says these words, best word in best order. So only poetry is different. And now let me come to the line and concentrate and make you all concentrate on that. So it means cut into pieces means anyhow if Romeo is not going to come, she is going to die. And Juliet is going to die. Romeo is not going to also be alive. What he will do? He will also die. Whether by stabbing or whatever, whatsoever, he is going to die. But after his death, the expectation, the supplication of Juliet towards God is that, oh God, anyhow I am going to die, but when Romeo is also going to die, you should transform his soul into a bright star and should be spilled on the face of the earth, on the face of the heaven, so that he is going to shine brightly and people are going to look at him. And means they are not going to say, oh see, Romeo died and how brightly he is shining on the face of the heaven. No. It means last two lines are told in this way, that when he is going to die, his soul must be transformed into a star, and so that it will be twinkling the whole night. And now let me make you all concentrate on the last two lines. That what she says is that when all the world will be in rest, so it is night, the people are going to have rest, vexed from all their day routine, and it is only night where they are going to sleep pretty comfortably. And top of that, if they are going to see something which is fabulous, appears to be fabulous to their eyes, what they are going to think, oh God, how fine this is. And for certain minutes, what they are going to do, they are going to forget their sorrows or miseries or sufferings or hardships or whatever they have faced in the daytime. And it is night where they are going to forget that sorrows, and so many hundreds of sorrows are going to be deepened, are going to be removed with one happiness. So that is what he is saying. They are going to feel so happy, and they are going to think, oh garish sun, means not rude here. If the day is going to break, it is natural the sun is going to come. And when the sun is going to come, what is going to happen? Day is going to break, and all the people are going to go on their routine. So that is what she is saying. So if you have any doubts, you can get clarified in the next class also. So now, in the very next class, before I could start a new poem or any unit of grammar, I am going to clarify even the second poem also. So now, as per grammar is concerned, so whatever you are having from the question paper point of view, that is grammar, we have first started pronouns. So already few examples have been read in front of you. We are preparing those examples, and we are going to send you the PDF of that. You can go through. So little bit things are going to may get complicated to you all, but it is the time we have to make use of that. We have to look over to that, and we should not discard anything. As it is, we are bound to do, we should be doing, and we are here to help you in every way and in every manner. So you can call to us, and so that we are going to clarify your doubts. Hope you might have got clear with this. Again, little bit of brief information. In the next class, we are going to again meet you with different view, and even maybe with a new concept or still modification of the topics, so that you will understand more clearly and more brightly. So till then, keep on watching the videos, be in proper touch with it, and be safe. Thank you. Take care. Bye.